Welcome back to our channel again. This video is going to be about Q&A. Since we started YouTube a month ago and our viewers have comments on a couple of videos and they wanted to know more about us, so we have a questions that we've already picked up in comment,
and also my friends and her friends are asked common questions. So I have the questions written,
and we're just gonna go each questions at a time, and we're gonna try to answer as much as possible.
And if we missed anything or if you have anything in your mind, just leave them down below, so we will happy to answer you, or we'll be happy to do another Q&A
video. Yes.
So this is what we picked up from our comment section. I think we're gonna go get started.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, the first question I have, it's asked by most of the friends. What type of food do you eat? Since I've been marrying, my wife is not an Indian. What kind of food you guys eat? We might do a video for like our daily routine, what do we eat and stuff.
Yeah.
So what do we eat, honey?
So we eat Indian food, Congolese food, American food. We pretty much eat everything.
Yeah, so we have a steamed rice. We cooked in a rice cooker.
Yeah.
So we always have a rice, which is one of the main food, one of the main starch in India. It's either rice
and chapati.
And chapati, it's kind of common for her culture and also our culture. I make some and I put in a freezer, or I make sometimes like the same day. So most of the time she cooks either African food, or whenever I cook Indian food, it can like stays for like 3 days.
Yeah, either way. So
yeah, it doesn't matter like if we eat this one or with that one.
Yeah. Sometimes we eat Indian food, especially idli. I love idli, and it's similar to my country's food, which is ugali. So yeah, we kind of mix it up, either Indian style or Congolese style.
So that's what we eat.
Yep. Let's go to the second question.
Yeah. Have you ever experienced any discrimination by Indian people? Do you have any experience, honey?
I will say that yes. I'm not gonna deny.
What kind of discrimination you have?
I mean, the only discrimination I will say, like, they really stare at you like they've never seen you before.
It's in India or in America?
I will say here in America.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I will say here in America, and this happens in California. You can tell when these people are not friendly. You know, they just looking at you like they've never seen you before. Like they staring at you like they're asking themselves, is this the wife and the husband?
And they whisper a lot.
And they kind of like talk behind your back, and you can see that, and you feel like this is not comfortable. But when I went to India, I never experienced any discriminations. The only thing that I experienced in India was just the staring, because people were like,
I think it's a more common because of the new people come. When I went to Africa, it was the same thing. The people called me Musungu. I'm like, I'm not even Musungu. I'm a dark skin, man. I'm like,
Musungu, right?
So anyway, so it's like a new people. When I was young, when like British people walking around, we just running with them behind, like, hey, just look at them. So I think that's the reason they stare at her in India.
Yeah,
but
they were so sweet. Like I've never have any like bad discriminations back in India at all. She got really good.
Yeah, she experienced discrimination, not discrimination, and like a more hating thing,
like more
whispering thing in America.
Yes.
Wow.
Yep.
It's really interesting. But when we went in India, especially when we went to Kerala, she likes cassava leaves, so we wanted to cook cassava leaves, and we were walking around in the lakeside. So we were staying at the lake house, right? What's it called?
I really
The boat
can't.
house, we were staying at the boat
Yeah.
house, and so we were walking around those small village, and she saw that there's a lot of cassava leaves, and we went to go like, hey, can we get some cassava leaves? They just like, they're so friendly, they just
Very,
cutting
very nice
cutting
people.
the cassava leaves. We offer some money, but they say no, no,
Yeah,
no,
they
it's
didn't
for,
want anything
they
at
don't want
all.
any money.
Yeah.
They just very nice.
Very friendly, very like I would say friendly, nice people, very welcome. I've never seen that the love that they have, you know, for a new person like me. So, yep.
And what about in the temple? Do you remember in the temple what happened?
Okay, so I remember it was one temple that I couldn't get in. Yeah, that's the only place that I felt like it was a little bit discriminations because they didn't want let me into the temple. I think they said that I have to be. I mean, they don't allowed all the foreigners to enter the temple. That's the only place that I couldn't get in, and that's the place that people were like, no, we don't want anybody to.
Yeah, though actually they said that you have to be an Indian to get in the temple. I will write it down. What is exactly temple name? It was in Kerala, I think Bhubaneswar temple, but I'm not sure. But I will find out. I will write it down. So they say that only you have to be an Indian. So I told her I'm an Indian. So she married me. So she's a default Indian.
Yeah.
And they say no, we have to bring the certificate to show.
Yeah,
she's
they
an
wanted
Indian.
a lot of
like,
documents, information. I was like, no.
I'm like, you know what? If she's not going, I'm not going inside too. So I didn't go, and end up my mom and my dad. If you guys are not going,
they're like,
they're
"We're
not going too.
too."
Let's go home. Like, let's go different place. Though when we went different place.
Next questions.
What was it like growing up in Kerala? Okay, first thing, I born and raised in Tamil Nadu, which we speak Tamil, but we are neighbor to Kerala. That's what we planning to go to Kerala trip. So I grew up in Tamil Nadu, not in Kerala, because the reason we went to Kerala because our neighbor state and it was a lot of temple. My dad familiar with those kind of temples, so he go to Sabarimala, which is Ayyappan temple there. So that's how. So he's familiar in Kerala, so that's the reason we went to Kerala.
I did enjoy travel around and see the other side of India, not in Tamil Nadu. So I get a chance to visit different places. So I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
The next question
for you,
it's gonna be about me. Actually.
What was your story for migrating to the US? You have any story?
The only story I will say that I came here to this country back in 2002 from Congo. When I get here, I didn't know how to speak English. I was just struggle learning English and working. That's all I have, I think.
So what are the birth stories for Prince and Chelian and Kyle? I don't know what is a birth story is. They born, okay, my first two kids born in California. My baby girl born in Texas, so she's a Texas girl.
Yeah.
So my two boys, they want us to go back to California so bad, so they missed there. Mm-hmm. And Kyle, she cannot compare yet because she's born here. She's too young to say anything.
Their names actually, I am the one named Prince. The reason why I named Prince is because my first prince from King, and I feel like Prince was very special to me. So I feel like, I really need to name him Prince. So most of my family, they do have French names. And that's the reason why I feel like I should name one of my baby friends.
Chelian, it's a common name in Tamil Nadu. Chelian can be a richness, can be like a smartness, can be something like you are doing like really good at it. Just correct me if I'm wrong. And Kyle is
is it beautiful eyes?
Yeah, it can be a beautiful eyes.
Yeah.
And also it's a common name, Kyle. I chose Tamil name.
When we released our video, how we met.
Yeah.
and we had a questions. They were asking where is Catherine, because I mentioned Catherine in my in the story.
Yeah.
Catherine is my best friend since I moved here to United States. She's been my friend since then, and she lives in California, so she's the one knows part of the story about me and my husband, and she's doing well. Actually, we speak every day.
I think we're pretty much done. If we missed any questions that you have in your mind, like I said, please leave them below.
Yes.
We will happy to answer you, and stay tuned. Thank you for watching.